Hello, my last video was talking about uninstalling Halo Infinite, and then 48 hours later, the big news or rumours drop that Halo might be coming to PlayStation in the future, and naturally here I am now, making another Halo video. Before I do talk on this topic, I want to say thanks for the views on the I uninstalled Halo Infinite video. It has 2,500 views in 2 days, which puts it at a 2 out of 10 on my channel, which is pretty nice. It's currently second place under discussing Halo Infinite Season 6 not happening. So, yeah. Just thought I'd chime in on the PlayStation discussion. For anyone who hasn't seen, I think this rumour started spreading because there was a PlayStation representative at the Halo headquarters. They took a picture, like a selfie with Master Chief, and he posted it online, and it was, you know, it was done on purpose to spark rumours, and then these rumours actually started surfacing and stuff like that, and loads of, like, you know, journalists started talking about it and whatever. It could be a load of nonsense. However, I think that load of nonsense, if true, has sparked discussion, and maybe Microsoft sees there actually is interest in this and works towards something with Sony in the future, because I think many other Halo fans would agree, Halo being on more platforms is not a bad thing. It's no secret that PlayStation massively outsells Xbox and has been doing for years. I am an Xbox guy myself. I moved from Xbox to PC, but you know, I'm also a realist. PlayStation sells more than Xbox. It's a fact. You can look up the stats. In 2023, PlayStation outsold Xbox Series X and S by nearly a 3-to-1 margin. So it would be a brilliant business decision for Microsoft to put Halo on the PlayStation as well. That being both PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4, because I believe the Master Chief Collection would be the ideal game to be ported over. You'd get Halos 1 through 4 and Reach, as well as ODST. So PlayStation gets all those. Obviously the PlayStation 4 can run all those games. Obviously the PS5 can as well. And it just sparks loads of new interest in Halo, brings loads of new fans to Halo. People who could never play the game before now can. It would basically be like a relaunch of MCC. It would be a soft launch. Again, you know, you'd have access to millions of new gamers that you didn't have before. They could release MCC on PlayStation, and there could be like 50,000 people playing MCC. Like, you just don't know. Maybe more. Like, there could be like 100,000 people playing it. You know, I think currently on Xbox and PC combined, there might be like 40-50k. So you might be able to get like 100,000 people plus playing MCC if it released on PlayStation 2. So it's a no-brainer as a business. The days of exclusivity on console, I think, are slowly ending, dissolving, however you want to word it. You know, there's no more big battles for exclusivity contracts with consoles and things like that. And I think that Microsoft is, as a business, less worried about game performances on the Xbox and, you know, game sales on the Xbox and sales of the Xbox consoles now, and they care much more about the Game Pass side of things. I think that is where Xbox is going. To the point where maybe in the future I wouldn't put it past them to just kind of can the Xbox brand in the next 10 to 15 years, and it's just Microsoft as a company who sell Game Pass as a service on PC and consoles. That is where the world is going. Subscription services are the next big thing. So I don't think it's unrealistic that there is a world in which you never own a video game physically. You just rent them all through a subscription service. And that sounds like absolute hell to some people, but I think it is where we're going. So it makes tons of sense for Microsoft to slowly release all their IPs onto other platforms, whether that be PlayStation, PC, Nintendo Switch, mobile, or if there's anything else out there. It makes complete sense, whether that's, you know, like cloud gaming and stuff like that as well. I think anyone who is against this, not just for Halo, but also for other games, are just a bit like out of touch fanboy. It gives me that kind of vibe. This is the kind of console argument that you'd have back in 2014 when we were still doing like Xbox 360 versus PlayStation 3 or something like that. Those days are long gone. There was rumours that like Starfield was going to PlayStation as well, which also I don't think had the success they wanted it to. It did very well, but I think also there's lots of like negative reviews on Starfield. I think on Steam it's currently got mixed reviews. So just, yeah, like boosting sales by putting games on as many platforms as possible. Good business decision as a developer and a publisher, and I guess like if Microsoft is a publisher, yeah. You want your product on as many platforms and as many services as possible to get access to the biggest audience possible. That is why me, new game developer for the past 3-4 years, originally the game that I'm making was just for PC, then now we ported to mobile, and in the future we will be looking at consoles as well. It just makes more sense. You get access to more users, which means more money. So yeah, anyone who can't see that, I don't know what to tell you. That's basic business. So yeah, the only reason you wouldn't put it on multiple platforms is if you were given an exclusivity contract, but those aren't really a big thing anymore, at least not as big as they used to be. How it used to work is developers would approach, publishers would approach game companies and like Sony and Activision and Nintendo, the big three, would approach a game company and say, we like your video game, we'll give you X amount of money to solely publish this on our platform, and it will either never release on other platforms, or it will, but 1 year prior to the launch on our platform. And it meant that people would actually go out and buy consoles specifically for that game because they were such a die-hard fan. And that is why Halo was on Xbox only for a very long time, is to sell Xboxes. Halo was Xbox. Without Halo, there was no Xbox. It was that big. A new Halo game would release with every new Xbox release. There would be a Halo coated or like a Halo skin for your Xbox 360. There was a Halo 3 skin for the 360. There was a Halo Reach skin for the 360. There was a Halo 5 skin for the Xbox One. And now there's another Halo. Did they do a Halo Infinite skin for the Series X? Like, originally the Halo Infinite was supposed to be a launch title for the Series X. So yeah, Halo has always been the big seller for Microsoft and Xbox. Sony used to have a deal with Call of Duty where map packs and things back in those days would release earlier on PlayStation, like 1 month earlier on PlayStation than they would on Xbox, and that was genuinely back in the day enough for some people to say, well, I don't want to play it on Xbox, I'm going to go out and buy a PS3 for like £400-500 or whatever they were, or dollars, and play on that platform, and all their friends would follow. But those days are, yeah, they're beyond us. I haven't played my Xbox in years. I used to have a PlayStation as well, but I also haven't played that in years. I just play PC. I have Game Pass, so I play all my Xbox games on PC as well through that. And I think that is the future of Xbox, is Game Pass. And if the rumours are true, this move makes total sense, and I completely understand why they would do it. So yeah, nothing against it. More Halo fans is good for Halo. And yeah, that's today's video. Thanks for watching this video. Before you leave, just a quick plug for my own video game. It's called Cross Planet, and it's a third-person shooter very much inspired by games such as Halo. If you want to play it, then you can go to Steam and request access to the playtest, which will be happening in a few weeks' time. And while you're there, why not give us a wishlist as well? We're currently at 2,960 wishlists, so we need 40 more to reach 3,000. So yeah, thank you very much, and goodbye.